Hey, what's up, guys? This is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude. I'm doing my live today. I'll wait for people to get here into the chat while I get set up. So, today I'm going to get set up and then we're going to talk about some fragrances that one of my subscribers sent me at my house in my back porch right now, actually. There's a giant hornet's nest right outside of my patio that legit is about the size of a basketball. So trying not to get stung. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 20 different fragrances that I was spray it with tobacco vanille. Yeah, I actually do have. That's one of the niche bottles that I have. That would be funny if I sprayed it. I'd probably die. But no, I have hornet spray behind me. But I'm waiting until dusk once they go to sleep, and then I'm going to try to spray it. But I've watched a bunch of videos of like hornet sprays and killing hornets and whatnot. But it's probably going to be pretty interesting trying to get rid of them. But because it's really big, it's huge. What's up, guys? So anyway, what I was saying is I have about 20 fragrances. About 10 to 15 of them I was sent by one of my subscribers, T-Frag, aka Tom. And then I also got a fragrance buy haul, which I got. You guys chose most of them. I got Yop Homme Ice. I have Mustache. I have, well, it's on the way, is the, what is it? Club de Nuit Intense Man Parfum. I don't know when they're actually going to ship that because it was supposed to come with my order, but it never actually arrived. And I called them and they said it should be shipping soon. I have L'Homme Ideal Extreme. What else do I have? I also did a few restocks of bottles that I didn't get yet. Well, I had, but I found them again. And that is Dylan Blue and Versace Pour Homme. Again, I had bottles of these. I was just waiting until I found them somewhere. And I found both of these in clearance at Marshall's, and they were $26 each. And both of them came with body sprays and our travel sprays and a body wash. So that was a good deal. And then I have, again, Tom, aka T-Frag, sent me Terre d'Hermes Eau Givray. I'm going to be reviewing that this week. Angels Share by Killian. We also have, let me read these. Amouage Reflection, Killian Apple Brandy, something brandy, Precious Liquid Blue Agave, Montabaco Parfum Ormonde Jane. We have Parfums de Marly Cologne, Mula Mula, Bohemian Lime by Goldfield and Banks, another Intense Cedrat Boisé, which I'll be giving away next week. Mason Francis Kurkdjian, and that's L'Homme a la Rose. And then Killian something else. But there's a bunch of different fragrances I'm going to be reviewing this week. And today's giveaway is going to be an entire box full of decants. Most of them are Dua fragrances that I was sent by another reviewer, and I got my little bit of use out of them, but I wasn't too impressed, so I figured I'd send them off to somebody else. There's also what's left of my Dolce & Gabbana Intenso. There is, let's see, a couple other ones. Dunhill Desire. Anyway, there's a bunch of them in here. On the back, I wrote a few of the ones that I know what they are. Like Poseidon's Cologne is Aventus Cologne's cologne. Pure Nectar is Herba Pura. Savage Casino is Savage mixed with Baccarat Rouge. So anyway, yeah, I have a full box of decants for you guys. That's what you guys are going to be winning in the decant, or in the end of this live, or sometime during this live. And if you guys see T-Frag in the chat, that is Tom, the one who sent me all of those fragrances I just showed you. Again, I'm going to be reviewing them sometime later this week. I do all my reviews on Mondays, and then I post the videos Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, Sundays are my lives. So what up, Mo? What's up, Daddy? That just sounds weird saying it. Lemonade, my neck was dripping. Oh my god, that's such a good song. I see. I was doing that Lemonade video, and I thought that was pretty interesting because I came across. I just typed in the word lemonade, and then I started listening to the song, and my wife was laughing at me because I told Mo, one of my shorts. For those of you guys who don't know what me and Mo are talking about, I did my top three of my favorite lemon fragrances, and then the song in the background was Ice Lemonade, my neck was dripping. It's actually a pretty cool song, and it goes really well with the short if you actually watch it. So yeah, but I do have to tell you, I'm only going to tell you about one fragrance in this live that Tom sent me, aka T-Frag, and that's Killian Angel Share. I told him I have not tried any of the ones he sent me, but this was rolled up in a paper towel, and I guess because he knew it was probably going to leak, and it did leak, as you guys can tell, just a little baby bit into the paper towel, so I could smell exactly what it smells like. So I'm probably going to do a full review and a Killian video, since he sent me like 3 or 4 Killians. I'm going to do a Killian video, but I can tell you Angel Share smells like one of the best fall and winter time fragrances I've ever smelled in my entire life. I would put it in the same category as 2 other fragrances I've smelled before. It is a more natural smelling, similar quality fragrance to Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Privé. If you mixed it with Parfums de Marly Ojan or Wajan. But it's really a sweet, warm, sensual apple pie / apple cider mixture with this musky feel in it. It's perfect. It's one of the most perfect fragrances I've smelled. And again, I only got what I got off the paper towel. So I'm really excited to get a full wearing of this, and it's really good. So then again, he sent me all the rest of these. I'm going to go over them, and then me and him have been talking back and forth, so we're going to be exchanging some other fragrances as well. There's this one guy who does reviews. I don't remember, CRC or CLC or something, and he has a fragrance line, kind of, and one of the fragrances is a peach fragrance. It's like a peach tea inspired fragrance, and he's going to be sending me a sample of that at some point in time down the road. I don't know when. No rush, obviously, but I'm going to be reviewing that as well, because that's, my wife loves Bitter Peach by Tom Ford, and so this will be really interesting if it does smell like a peach iced tea, if she would like it, because I know that's something that I would definitely like. ADG Blue Edition, Aqua de Joe Blue Edition. They have one on sale. Hold on, let me take a look and see what you're talking about. I've never heard of Aqua de Joe Blue Edition. Or I probably have, just don't know what you're talking about. Joe Blue Edition. Are you talking about Profondo? Oh, hold on. What is this? Aqua de Joe Blue Edition Port Owned by Giorgio Armani is a woody aquatic fragrance for men. I've never seen this reviewed, and I've never seen this talked about by anybody before. But I do have to tell you, I'm not huge into social media myself. Like, I don't go around and watching a bunch of different videos. So with that said, that actually, where is it on sale? David, yeah, where is it on sale? They have one on sale on eBay. Oh, let me see. Sorry, guys, if I'm not talking to you. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I am not paying $250 for an Aqua de Joe. That's not one that I will ever, even though it sounds interesting. If it's an Aqua de Joe, 99% of Aqua de Joes have that Aqua de Joe feeling to it, even though like Aqua de Joe Profondo is just a more sea salty, it's a more sea salty, slightly greener version, more modern version of the original. Then you have Profondo Lights, which takes Profondo and just emphasizes the green notes and makes it fresher. Then you have Aqua de Joe Profondo, or Profumo, which is the nighttime, classy, formal version of Aqua de Joe. Then you have Aqua de Jo Eau de Parfum, which is a modernized, more citrusy version that sometimes smells like butt, sometimes smells amazing. And then you have Aqua de Jo Absolute, obviously, which is the bubblegummy sweet nighttime date night version that doesn't really have much of the Aqua de Jo DNA in it. So with that said, if it was like $120, maybe I would have went after it, or maybe $150. But for $250, I will steer clear of an Aqua de Jo, no matter if it smells like the best Aqua de Jo in the world. I still wouldn't pick it up for that price. Coastal Carolina. Yes, that is exactly the one that we're talking about. Coastal Carolina. I believe he did another fragrance that was reviewed by Gent Sense and a couple other people, and they liked it a lot. So that's something that I need to look into as well. I also have been in contact with imaginary authors. So look out in the next coming months or maybe weeks. I don't know. We're in discussion at this point in time about talking about their line. I already smelled 2 of their fragrances, and they are fan-freaking-tastic. If you haven't tried Memoirs of a Trespasser, it is really, really, really good. So anyway, that's something to look forward to. But for those of you guys who just joined, the giveaway today is going to be a box full of decants. Most of them are from Dua. I was sent these by Jeff from SoCal Scents a while ago. I don't like Dua. I don't like anything from Dua. They have clones by like Aventus Cologne, Herba Pura, Sauvage mixed with Baccarat Rouge. All of those are in this box, along with a couple other random fragrances that are not Duas. So if you guys win, you'll get this entire box. But just to let you know, usually I ship out the day after, but this time it's probably going to be another week or two because I need to stock up on all of my shipping supplies because I just shipped out the rest of them this week. So, yeah. But I do want to talk about these for a second, even though I've had them in my collection. Surprisingly, I didn't have the bottles for them because I ran out of them end of last summer. But I just got the new bottles in, and I can tell you these 2 fragrances by Versace are probably my 2 favorite Versaces. You got Versace Pour Homme, which is what I'm wearing today as my scent of the day. Very similar to things like Chanel Allure Homme Sport, not the Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. It's the Allure Homme Sport. If you take away that sweet vanilla dry down or that vanillic tone in the dry down, it's actually more similar to something like Missoni Wave if you want to save money on it, even though this, again, I found it for almost as cheap as I found my Missoni Wave for. If you go to your Marshalls right now, look in the clearance section. They have all the Versaces. They also had Versace Man Eau Fraiche, but obviously I have that as well. Dylan Blue is one that is one of my favorite blue fragrances. And I had to get my nose around this at first because I really didn't like it that much. It's almost like if you took Aqua Atlantique and made it more of a nighttime fragrance. Nighttime fragrance. You smoothened out the edges and you added a bit of spice and sweetness to it. That's what you get with Versace Dylan Blue. It is a fantastic blue fragrance that's really versatile. One that you can pretty much wear all year round. It's one of my favorites, and I'm so happy that I found it for that price. But again, for those who just joined, Tom, aka T-Frag, he sent me. So I'm going to be doing a lot of videos from things that he sent me. Eau Givray. I hate Terre d'Hermès. Not hate. That's a strong word. I don't like the dry down of Eau Tres Fraîche. It's very floral. The opening is one of the best citrus openings I've smelled. But Eau Givray, I do have to say, I did smell this, and it is fantastic. Open to close. I'll tell you more about it in my video. It actually is worth the price at this point in time. And I'm shocked by that. I'm very shocked by that. And another thing is, if you guys were watching, Fragrance Buy had that Canada or USA sale, whatever it was. Fragrance Buy had that about a week ago. And they said that for the first 500 people, you were going to get 3 niche perfumes or niche colognes that were sent as samples with your package. And if you were one of the first 150 people, you would get a full-size bottle or a full-size body spray. And guess what they sent you? So they sent me 3 niche colognes that were all women's. Well, one of them was unisex. And then they sent me and they sent the same thing to 2 of my subscribers, if I can find it here. A Tommy Bahama Eau de Toilette Splash. This was my full bottle that they said you were going to get a mystery full bottle. Well, this is a not even a 0.5 ounce splash Tommy Bahama, which is absolutely ridiculous. But I'm going to go through the chat for a second. Let's see. Coastal Carolina Southern Peach Tea. Yeah, that's exactly the one that I was talking about. It's like cinnamon dipped in cognac. That's very descriptive, Mo. It was a limited run 2014. Most people, yeah, I didn't even know it existed. Honestly, I got more into fragrance reviewers, like watching them about 3-4 years ago. And again, still to this day, I probably watched 1 or 2. I like to spend more time like with my personal life than I do watching fragrance videos. So with that said, I don't really know many of the fragrance reviewers out there. And if it was back in 2014, I wouldn't know anything about it. Let's see. I hated Dylan Blue when I first got it, but I like it now. Yeah, that was the same thing with me. Me and my wife, I think it was like a year ago, we went down to the mall. We smelled Dylan Blue for the first time, and I decided to buy it anyway. And whenever I didn't like it that much, just was adding it to the collection because it was Dylan Blue. And I know a lot of fragrances take a while to get on you and smell good. I actually asked my wife a few times if she liked it, did not like it, and then I bought it again today, and we both said, wow, that's really good. So let's see. Can't go wrong with Versace Man of Fraiche is actually a really good one too. And I'm surprised. I've done all these videos, and I've started doing a few lists. I'm trying to keep it to 1 list a week because I don't want to be one of those guys who does lists all the time. But I'm surprised I haven't put any of my Versace's in any of the lists. Well, I mean, I guess I understand because I didn't have a bottle of it at that point in time. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Joma Shop. I'm a fan of Joma Shop's prices. I'm not a fan of their shipping speeds. So what you have to do when you're on Joma Shop is you need to double check and see how long it says it's going to take to ship. If it's a new release that was in the last 6 months, you can guarantee, even if it only says it's going to be like 2 or 5 days shipping, it's going to be about a month at least. They normally take forever to ship new releases, no matter what they say. But for a normal fragrance, if there's a sale going on, it's going to take about 2 to 4 weeks for the most part. And it usually is about 2 to 4 weeks, usually on the higher end. If it's just a normal fragrance that you're buying on there, it's probably going to take longer than or less time than that, but still pretty long. That's the one thing I don't like about Joma Shop. It's a full bottle, but it's a full mini bottle of Tommy. They said you're gonna be real surprised with the extras that you're going to be getting with this package, and it's going to be a full bottle of either Salvatore Ferragamo, 4.2 ounce, blah blah blah, or a mystery full bottle or body spray. And so this is not a full bottle to me. I think that is false advertising to try to make people buy it, which I mean, I guess is smart on their part. Welcome, Hollywood Jackson. Thank you. From Ukraine. Well, we all support you guys. Whoever wrote Fragmize, yeah, I know that was terrible. Even though it kind of is smart, because if somebody went and said, hey, look, I got this instead of a full bottle, they could say, well, technically what he just said, which is it technically is a full bottle. It's a full bottle of a 0.5 ounce. And you can't consider that a tester, because if you go on like FragranceNet and they sold that, they wouldn't sell that as a sample or a travel spray. It would be called a 0.5 ounce Tommy Bahama Eau de Toilette. I blind bought it from Walgreens a few years back. What? Oh, cool. Let me see what you said before. Oh, Dylan Blue. Yeah. So, with that said, this live is not going to be very long tonight. When I first started the live, I told the people that were in here, there's a large hornet's nest right outside of my patio where I'm sitting right now. And it just formed itself about 2 or 3 days ago. I was walking past it to get the hose to water my plants yesterday, and I got attacked by a hornet on the way to the hose and on the way back. And then I was just walking my dog. I didn't know if it was a yellow jacket or what. I didn't see the actual nest, but it was just there a second ago, and it's like the size of a basketball or a football or something like that. So I need to either figure out how to handle that or call an exterminator or something. It's pretty big. So let's see. Let's try the Tommy Bahama just to see what it smells like, because I don't think I've ever smelled the original Tommy Bahama. I've never actually done a splash since I was like 5. I think you're supposed to put your thumb on it and put it upside down, right? It's actually not that bad. It smells dated. And it smells like a Tommy Bahama. It's already dissipating off my skin. So anyway, what's been up with you guys? What's your scent of the day? Any let's see, I need some fragrance. I don't know what that was all about. So anyway, this week is going to be a big week for my channel. There's again, this week was more of a filler week for me because I didn't really have as many fragrances that I wanted to review. I was kind of trying to take a break from doing it all. I was kind of getting a little burned out from it. As you guys probably could tell by the quality of my videos, it was more just based on the fact that I wanted to just refresh, because not only that, I was doing a collab with iSmell, and that took pretty much a bulk of my time. And then when I got done that, it was like, do I really want to record 7 more days worth of videos after I just took an entire day to record a collab? So that was more of a filler week. In his collab, I wasn't sure when it was going to come out. It was supposed to come out sometime this week, but he does take a little bit longer to put his videos out. So apparently it's going to be out tomorrow. So if that's the case, I will be posting something tomorrow, because you guys know that I usually film my videos on Mondays. So if it's not, then there will be no video. But if it is, I will then share it on my channel. It is top 5 summer stunners. And then I will also be doing a top 5 blue fragrances for the summer video. And then I will also be reviewing all the Killians that I told you guys about. This fragrance that sounds really cool. It's called Mula Mula. Bohemian Lime and Pacific Rock Moss by Goldfield and Banks. And then I will also be reviewing both of my Versace's that I haven't reviewed. And then I'm also going to be reviewing Eau Tres Fraîche and Eau Gervais that I have never actually reviewed on the channel. Thank you, Top Secrets. Hello, everybody. Scent of the day is Killian Black. Killian Black is really good. Okay, Black. I can't even talk right now. Killian Black to... Oh, no, that wasn't one that I've tried before. I was thinking of something else. No, that's not something I've tried before. I actually have a bunch of Killians right here that I'm going to be reviewing. As you guys know, I'm more new into niche. I'm not really versed on niche right now. Probably smelled about 40 or 50 different niche at this point, which still leaves me at being a beginner. I do have a lot of interest in diving deeper into niche houses. So the thing with me in niche houses is that I started my channel just based on the fact that I wanted to give you guys good advice about the popular fragrances that are being released in the designer community. My collection, whenever I started my channel 4 months ago, was about 115 to 125 designer fragrances and 2 niche fragrances, which was Tobacco Vanille and Virgin Island Water. I also had a bottle of Aventus Cologne that was smaller, but other than that, since then, I've smelled about, I'd say, I don't know, I'll put it between 20 to 30 niche fragrances that I've had enough to wear, and probably about 40 that I had decants of. So I do have interests in diving deeper into niche houses, yes. I'm doing it slowly, and I'm doing it based on what you guys want me to do, because around me, I don't really have the benefit of going around and trying different things unless I'm going to be constantly going online, buying a bunch of different niche decants. I'm going to just slowly, I told you guys before, I like to wear niche fragrances little by little by little. Like I'll wear Sedley. Before I bought Sedley, I wore it for 3 straight months to make my decision to buy it. I'm not one of those people that's going to smell something once and then buy it. I don't do that. I like to wear it, and I like to get a long time's worth of wear out of it before I choose. So yes, I am going to still mostly focus on designer, but I do want to dive deeper into niche. It's going to be a slow process because I still want to live up to the word of my channel, which is going to be pretty much pitching what I feel about designer fragrances. And obviously, once a month, I'll ask you guys what clones or fragrances to pick up, and you guys can choose a few of the fragrances that I picked up. This month, the ones that you chose that I'm going to be reviewing were Yopa Om Ice and Afnan 9 p.m. Those were the 2 most voted fragrances on my channel at that point in time. So I'm going to be reviewing those. Oh, and Club de Nuit Intense Man Parfum. That was another one. I knew there was a third one. I just couldn't think of it. Hornets are, oh, I think I missed one. What do I think about Parfums de Marley Layton? If you actually watch my 25 and 5 video that I posted yesterday, it is my favorite fall and winter time fragrance as far as niche fragrances are concerned. I just absolutely love the apple fragrance, the apple note in there mixed with these sweet citruses. You get this aromatics and musk. It's a really, really nice fragrance. I just started bleeding from my bee sting. Like really bad. Yikes. So anyway, yeah, that hurts now. Anyway, so what I was gonna say is that Parfums de Marley Layton is a fantastic fragrance. I know there are people who smell it. About 90% of people that smell it are gonna say this is very designer-esque, niche fragrance. It's designer inspired. It's one of the best, most natural fall fragrances out there. But there are a select few that are going to say it's too designer. Those are the ones that really like niche fragrances and don't really like the designer types. Or they're just going to be one of those ones that give you a headache, which I have heard a few people say that. But for me, it's just all around one of the best fragrances out there. Hornets are vicious. Yeah, well, I got stung by one and I'm bleeding from it now. So, would you jump on another collab ASAP if someone asked you your base? It all depends on the person, Mo. I only jumped on this collab because it was Mike from iSmell. Not necessarily did we have like a huge relationship before this, but with that said, I'm not going to be big into collabs or tags or stuff like that. I'd be fine if it was somebody that I knew had the same beliefs as me and pitched fragrances honestly and wasn't afraid to say that they didn't like something. I mean, I don't care if I lose subscribers if they think that I say something that hurts their feelings because I don't like something. I'm just telling you my truth. It doesn't have to be your truth. I'm just telling you. So if they have a similar channel, maybe. I am in talks with Ross from TLTG. We've been talking back and forth on Instagram lately, and we're going to be doing some sort of video here in the coming months. He said he saw my video where I did a bunch of layering, and I also posted it on Instagram, and he follows me on there. And so he said that he liked that idea and that he would be into either doing a collab or a tag video about that. So to answer your question, Ross is one that I would like to do. I mean, and he has like 50,000 subscribers, so obviously that'd be great for my channel. But to answer your question, just to summarize, I don't really, honestly, it's a pain in the ass. So I'd rather not do it all the time. But if the right person came along to do a collab with, yes, I would. Hornets are very back to black in the summer. You brave. Me? Oh, are you talking about my colored shirt? Oh, he's talking, never mind. He's talking about black on black. Black. What the fuck? Why can't I even talk? Back to Black. Yeah, he's talking about that guy. It's pain is weakness leaving the body. Where is that from? I know that's just a saying, but I feel like I just heard that. Oh, that's The Boys, isn't it? That's Starlight's mom. I actually stayed up until 6 a.m. watching the end of The Boys. If you guys haven't watched The Boys, it literally is probably one of my favorite TV shows out there. It's on Amazon. It's literally like if you took Avengers and kind of made it like rated X. It's kind of like that. It's funny. It's serious. It's actually really cool. I like that. If anybody has watched The Boys, even though this is a stupid name, Soldier Boy is actually pretty sick, and I hope he comes back for season 4. What are you guys reviewing the collaboration? T-Frag. So it's Summer Stunners. Mike is going to be posting it, and that's one thing I don't know if I like about collabs, because I spent all of this time doing a collab with somebody, making my video and sending it to him, actually making me not want to make the rest of my videos for the week because I spend so much time on it. For me to not even be able to post it and get the views and stuff like that myself, I don't know if I like that portion of it. I think I prefer tags instead of collabs. I wish that you could like post the collab on both channels, but I guess that's not the way that it works. I've never done a collab before. So I'm just going to share it on my channel and just see how it works out. Maybe it'll be helpful to my channel. Maybe it won't. I don't know, but we're going to be reviewing top 5 Summer Stunners. Mine, I put a few in there that I haven't put in any of my videos before, but for the most part, if you are a loyal subscriber, you know which ones are going to be on there. Let's see. Yeah, the boys are, it's absolutely amazing. Season 3 was the best season by far. The last episode of the season, well, I can't spoil it for you. It's just one thing does not make sense to me. I've been waiting to jump into the boy. Yeah, it's Mo. It's really good. It's really good. Like, you just have to give it a second in the first few episodes while they build the plot line. And one, it's kind of like Game of Thrones. It took me 3 years to watch Game of Thrones before I got past like episode 4 of season 1. If you ever watch Game of Thrones, you literally should just skip to like episode 5 of season 1. and then you'll get into it. But anyway, yeah, that's similar to how the boys did it for me. So RXL 209 smell stuff. That is I'm not sure. I think, are you the one who asked me that question the other day about top 10 lists? Because top 10 lists to me are lazy and uncreative. Not necessarily lazy and uncreative. If you do it all the time and that's all you do is lists for like 80% of your channel, I don't agree with that. Like, I think that is kind of just like you're putting a collection together to put on a video because you know that it sells. And to me, it just doesn't make any sense. It's kind of like how Chaos Fragrances keeps putting that fragrance by Dolce & Gabbana. What is it? Luminous Night, I think is the name. The blue and gold one. It's not Mysterious Night. It's not Royal Night. Yeah, Luminous Night. He keeps putting it on his community tab like 5 different times a day, whenever it's like not even the best fragrance in the line, and it's not even the best limited edition in the line. And so it's a good fragrance, don't get me wrong, but he's like pushing it and pushing it and pushing it like it's this fantastic need to get fragrance. And even when it's like $120, he's still pushing it, and it's all because of sales. And so for people who care about sales or doing top 10 lists because they know it's going to get them views, that it doesn't make any sense to me, because I know he has a business relationship with Joma Shop, RXL. That's not what I'm talking about. Having a business relationship is one thing. JenSense has a business relationship with Lucky, and he has a business relationship with Joma. He's a business relationship with FragranceNet. But you don't see him posting 5,000 things like a salesman. You don't see him at the end of his video. He'd be like, hey, if you want $8 off, use the code GENS8. That's the way to do it. You don't need to be selling on your thing and literally copying everything that JenSense does, twisting it into your own words and putting it out on a top 10 list, which is pretty much what Chaos does all the time. I have had a major issue with him for a long time. And he's one of the main reasons I started my channel, is because not only has he sold the lies of how some fragrances smell and how great they are to people out there that don't know any better, but also for people like me or other people that I've spoke with on my channel that will go onto his lives, or not his lives, community tab. If he posts, like, let's just say, for instance, I'm just picking this out of my hat. L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. Right now is not a good time to wear it. I don't know why you would be pitching it to anybody right now. If you go on there and you say, hey, this is one of the best fragrances out there, I honestly can tell you, I love the fragrance, but 90% of the people that have smelled the fragrance on my channel or that I've sent it to don't like it that much. And so, he'll push it to death because he doesn't care about what you guys think. And if I go on there and I type, hey, just an FYI, you can find that better as a better price on Fragrance Buy, he will delete that comment. He will delete anyone's comment that goes against what his sales pitch is. And so that's pretty much it. The only issue, and Jackie, if you don't like the way that I'm talking, then get the fuck away from my channel, because he's one of the main reasons that I started my channel. And honestly, you have never commented on a single video that I've ever had. So I'm not trying to be rude, but he's one of the main reasons I started my channel, and I don't have an issue with him. I'm just saying, for you guys, my channel was started to pretty much help you guys get the best purchase of fragrance for yourself, for the best deals for yourself. And that was pretty much it. And so I'm trying to let you guys know that he doesn't do that for you. And so it's not about getting over it. I really don't care about Chaos whatsoever. I'm just letting you guys know, because and Jackie, if you want to know why I'm talking about it, because I had 7 people email me today about Dolce & Gabbana, the one Luminous Night. It doesn't matter if you tell him about the sales and he reposts it. If I can give you at least 60, and I mean 60 different screenshots that myself, SoCal Sense, there's 3 other reviewers, and my friend Adam have all sent to him that he has completely deleted. He blocked 3 of us on just because we were saying, hey, this is a better place to get it. Now, that was all we said. And not only that, I have talked to now 2 different companies that are interested in sending me fragrances, and they told me that he is legit the worst person in the world to work with, because he thinks like he's God now. Yet about 2 years ago, nobody knew who he was. That was so it's not just me. But with that said, I don't even care. I was just telling people about Luminous Night. It's not that great of a fragrance, and I had 7 people tell me about it, and they said they all got the idea from Chaos. And so, yeah, that was pretty much it. So anyway, RXL, to answer your question about the top 10 list, I have no problem doing top 10 lists whatsoever. If you want me to do a top 10 list, if you were the one who asked me the other day, I'm not watching him at all. I look at his community tab and just go on there purposely to say if I know a better sale to help other people out. I have never watched a single video. I make it a purpose to actually go and click on the picture and go to his community tab to see what he's pitching to people. So if I can find a better price, I will tell you guys there in the comments. If you actually go look, almost any community tab that you will see my name on there, I'm saying a better price. That is the way that I started my channel. So I'm not watching him. I think he is just a copy of JenSense that is trying to sell to people. That's pretty much it. But anyway, I'm done with that conversation. Anyway, so I'll do a top 10 list. If you were the one who asked me the other day, I'd be happy to do a top 10 list. I think you were the one who asked me to do a top 10 list of my favorite fragrances of all time. And I said it's really hard for me to pick a top 10 list of my all-time fragrances because I would have to be more specific. Top 10 list of summer, top 10 date night. It'd be really hard with the size collection I have now to pick a top 10 all time. But I made a what if I had to get rid of my collection and only keep 10. So maybe you can go and watch that. That might help. But I like to stick with and I don't like to put the word top in my videos. I like to say 5 of my favorite fragrances for high heat, because not necessarily are they my top 5, and not necessarily in a month would they be my top 5 if they are my top 5 right now. Jackie, if you love chaos, you can love chaos. I'm not telling you to not love chaos. That's fine with me. You can do whatever you want. I I have no issue with it. It's like I don't hate him whatsoever. I just don't like how he screws people over. That's the only issue that I have. So if you're trying to get to me, it's not working. But anyway, let's see. What's up, Brian? How you doing? What's up, Joe? What's up on average, Joe? How are you, dude? Jay-Z. I hate people that talk shit. Been discontinued, impossible to find. If no one can get it, then what's the point of making a video? Yeah, whenever I do discontinued fragrances, for the most part on my channel, I like to find a clone of a discontinued fragrance and then do this like Star Wars themed attack of the fragrance clones. If you guys go back a few weeks, I did a few. No one really seemed to view them that much, so I just kind of left them by the wayside. Yeah, he screwed me over before. I'm reading your comments. He put on his community tab before I was a reviewer, and I only had a collection of 20. He put Azzaro Decibel on his community tab and said it was one of the best releases of the year, and it was legit the worst rated fragrance of the year. And at that point in time, there was no reviews on it. He was just doing it because he was posting it like a salesman. And so if you want to ask anybody in this chat who has tried Azzaro Decibel, it is not a good fragrance. It's one of the worst. It's probably worse than Yop Homme. And Yop Homme is a really bad fragrance. So he made me buy an $85 fragrance. Well, not necessarily made me. That was my choice. And I've said it from the beginning, that was my choice. But he wasn't the entire reason. He wasn't even half the reason I made my channel. I was already planning on making a channel, but that was just part of the reason. But anyway, what's up, Brian? I've been actually really good. I've been out in the yard a lot lately. Fixing up my garden. I have a huge garden going around the side of my house. I had to create a concoction for deer that have been eating all my sunflowers. So it smelled like piss, and I had to spray it all down the hill because they've been eating all my crap. But I got stung by a bee today, and other than that, it's been a really good day. How have you been? I really enjoy your discount posting, some of the best. Thank you so much, Daddy. Yeah, I'm trying to find them. I look every night. Honestly, there has been a really cold stock online. Nothing really good on there. Citra Boise was the last one I saw that was really good. If I see something that I know that the mass majority will like and it's a good price, I'm always going to post it. But I also want to make sure that it's not going to be one of those that's going to sell out 5 seconds later. So yeah, that's pretty much that's the way that I do it. Oh, and Jackie, I want to let you know one more time. You want to know another reason? Are you still here, Jackie? I want you to be able to hear this if you're still here. If not, I'm just not going to say it. Let's see. UNAV man, Dan, aka Mr. Smelly, would have loved that part of the live. He's the biggest poster. Jackie. So, okay. And most of my subscribers can attest to this if they were here back then. So I was the first person outside of SoCal Sense who at the same day that I talked to a Paco Rabanne rep, so did SoCal Sense. So we got back in February, we got the okay to post online by the Paco Rabanne reps that 1 million Lucky was discontinued. I posted it on my channel. I was the first person to have a video about it being discontinued. Chaos came to my channel, commented on it, and said, you need to stop lying to people and telling them that they are discontinued. Most of my subs are going out and buying this fragrance because you're telling them this discontinued, and stop lying. And then guess what? He deletes the comment, and then he comes back and he creates a 1 million Lucky video discontinued himself. And then guess what? For the next like 3 weeks, he goes off and starts talking about how 1 million Lucky's discontinued. It's going to be gone soon. But guess what? The one part that he doesn't know is that the Paco Rabanne reps said they have enough stock for the next year and a half. So it's not going to be gone. It's going to be gone maybe next year or late next year. And even then, it'll probably still be on discounters. So if you want to know that, for those people who were here back then, they all know his comment was there. He had about 20 people on my channel commenting back on him saying it was confirmed, and he still was holding his ground until the day that he found out that it was, and then he deleted his comment so that nobody would see it. So take that and do whatever you want with it, to be honest. I hate talking shit on people, but that gets me infuriated when people come to my channel trying to act like somebody is this like angel. Yeah, big Little Wiener energy for sure. Let's see. Yeah, I love gardening. So I know you guys probably don't care, but I have 10 jalapeno pepper plants. I have 10 banana pepper plants, 10 red pepper, 10 green pepper. I have 6 pumpkin plants. One is a giant jack-o'-lantern plant. I have 2 mini ghost pumpkins. I have 2 little mini orange pumpkins. I have mini bush watermelons. I have big bush watermelons, cucumbers, chives, garlic. Here's my garlic. That's one of my mini garlics, but I have a whole thing back here. They're all drying. But yeah, I do a lot of gardening. It's fun. I have pink lemonade blueberries. I have a whole garden worth of flowers down there. I have 15 bonsai plants. So yeah. Anyway, so it's getting that time where everybody in my chat besides Jackie can enter into this giveaway. And this is for pretty much every fragrance that's in here. It is you guys can see it is filled to the top with fragrances. Most of them are duas. There are a few extras. I will also throw in a few sample cards as well of other new release fragrances. So you guys can choose from that. Again, there's probably about 50 fragrances in there. I didn't count them. Where am I from? I am from Pittsburgh. Big Penguins, big Steelers, big. No, I can't say Pirates because I'm from Boston originally, so I'm a big Red Sox fan. But with that said, I'm going to get back to what I was just saying, and let me finish the chat. Where from in Pittsburgh? I'm from the South Hills. Jackie, I'm kidding. You can enter. I honestly don't care. I was being sarcastic. You are one of my subscribers, and I'm not going to hate on you for that. I told you I'm not going to hate on you for liking somebody else. You can enter anytime you want, whenever you want, and if you win, I will send it to you, and I'll send you an extra sample just because I appreciate you being on my live. I'm in South Park, bro. Are you serious? You're in Bethel? You're literally down the street from me. Yeah. Do you know where? I don't want to give away my address, but I'm not. This kid's from Bethel. You know where the oval is? Let's just put it that way. I want to see if you know what the oval is. It's where they had like the rib cook-offs and stuff like that back in the day. I guess I should just say like the middle of the park. um, but anyway, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I South Park. But anyway, no more comments. Just you probably, yeah, most likely. I'm out all the time. I go to Giant Eagle, Walmart, the Rite Aid, the Starbucks. They're all right next to each other, and that's all in Bethel Park. In order for somebody in South Park to go somewhere around here, they pretty much have to go to Bethel Park. Oh yeah. I lived off whenever I was younger off Berryman, which half of Berryman is Bethel Park and half is South Park. That's where I grew up. That was a long time ago. All right. So anyway, right now, no more comments in the chat until after this is done. Just say I'm in and do not write it twice. If you write it twice, you're disqualified because I'm writing the names down on a piece of paper and picking them from a hat. So just write the words I'm in. Brian. QRU. That guy. QRU. Joe Tap Daddy. Every time I say this guy's name, Daddy, it's like, I'm like, Daddy. Plasmodium. Fragrance Fight Night. If you win, I'll just walk it over to you. Colby John Moe. And I just want to remind people, actually, I'll tell you when I'm done. I need to not lose my train of thought here. Eddie, T-Frag, Brian. Oh, Brian was already in. Eddie, T-Frag. Okay. 5. If there's anybody else who's entering, write your name down and just say I'm in. You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So what I was going to say is that for people who weren't here earlier, whenever I do the giveaway, if you do win the giveaway, this time, normally I send them out the next day, but this time I don't have the shipping supplies right now to ship it out. So it's probably going to be about a week before I send it out. And then it'll be 2-day shipping. But you'll end up getting it. You're just not going to get it as quick because I just shipped out 2 last week and I ran out of my shipping supplies. And I'm not going to use the boxes around my house because I'd rather put it in a padded envelope because it's a lot cheaper to ship in a padded envelope. Just ripping up the names. If you guys have any questions about any fragrances, again, I'm going to be this week. I think tomorrow's either going to be no video or it's going to be a repost of the collab by I Smell, but I don't know where he's at in the process. I don't know if he's done filming it and editing it or not. I've done my part. I finished it last Sunday. But that will be out. And if he does post it tomorrow, I will share it on our page. That's a top 5 of each, so top 10 list. And then Tuesday will be my Killian video. I'll probably have a 25 and 5 video somewhere mixed in there, 25 fragrances in 5 minutes. I'm going back to designers again. I just wanted to get niche in there for a second. Other than that, I have a couple other videos that are coming out, and they're going to be having to do with the fragrances I posted the other day. All right. So now we're going to have my wife here pick a name out of the hat and then just call the name out. She wants you to see her pick it. Call the name.
Oh.
It's QRUUID.
Yeah.
All right. Good job. So QRUQID, you are the winner. Just send me a email and you'll get this Versace box full of decants. Again, they are, I don't know, some of them are filled, some of them are half filled, some of them are almost empty. They were ones that were sent to me by Jeff from SoCal Scents. I took one whiff of pretty much every one of them and I didn't like them at all. So I will send them off to you, and I'll also put a few other fragrance cards in there. But again, it's just a bunch of different fragrances from Dua. So anyway, if anybody else has any questions, put them in the chat. If not, I'm going to call it a night and just hang out with my wife and then get ready for my videos tomorrow. Probably go to the pool or something like that. But if not, cheers, everyone. Thanks for joining me on my live. It's been another successful one, and we will... Oh, wait. Any Dua you think? No. There are no Duas that are worth it whatsoever. I have tried 57. I have tried 57 Duas. There is one that I liked that was okay, and it was Poseidon's Cologne. And even that I would not buy because the prices of them are like the same as designers. And so you're paying, it doesn't smell. You can get a clone of Aventus Cologne for much cheaper than you would get that, and it's better. These are very oily. It feels like vegetable oil on your skin. I don't like those type of fragrances. And if I'm not talking like an extrait where they actually do that oily texture good, the oily texture from Duas are not very good. I don't like Duas at all. There's ones that were really bad. I mean, they feel like they turned, but they were brand new. He said he just got them in. So I can't do it. They've been sitting in my drawer for about a month now, and I just wanted to give them away to somebody else to try. But anyway, cheers, everybody. Thank you guys very much for joining me. Look forward to my videos this week. I'll also be getting back to normal, doing my scent of the days and all that stuff, and being a little bit more attentive to my videos. This week was kind of just a filler week. But yeah, thank you very much, and thanks for letting me rant about that issue. It was just kind of getting on my nerves. But peace out, and you guys have a great night. Take care. Love you all. Peace.